Hello and welcome to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Alewolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, alias Maximus. And welcome to the stream, folks. Happy Friday, Merry Friday, one and all. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today, of course, is a day where we're playing Elden Ring. And it just so happens that it's also Good Friday. So, I wanted to make some sort of like religious significance to that statement there. We are going to die a lot. And when we all know somebody, at least one person died on Good Friday. So there's your connection. There's your very loose connection. Now that I've offended 1/3 of the world's people that follow religion, let's go ahead and actually talk about brass tacks today. Of course, we've got our friend Churro with us, and for some reason he is not showing very well, unfortunately, and that is because the light is actually seeping through. Let me see if I can fix that. I'll be right back. So, as you all know, it is always nighttime in the Ales and Fails studio, so we can't allow this level of light. I'm gonna have to look at his setup one more time at some point and see what else we can do there, because that's sorry, I'm looking over here. I'm looking at the camera over here. I'm looking at the display over here. That is kind of unacceptable. We'll have to fix it up later. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Unfortunately, it's not going to be great. Before we get into what's into our game today, let's actually go ahead and talk about what we're drinking. And of course, I am wholly unprepared today. Let me pull this out. So, today we are enjoying a hazy IPA from Absolution Brewing Company. And this happens to be Peachy Blinders, which is something that we've actually had before, Peachy Blinders. Now, what exactly is a hazy IPA, you might be asking to yourself? Is it that bitter thing that everybody dislikes? No. So hazy IPAs are different than conventional IPAs. A conventional IPA uses its hops in the name of evil. And by that I mean you actually pitch them during the boiling process. And when you pitch hops while the boil is happening, you actually have the hops release bittering compounds known as alpha acids. If, on the other hand, you take those hops and you throw them into the fermentation tank after boiling, then what it allows those hops to do is endow the beer with fruit-like, tropical-like odor, as well as flavors. Odor sounds like such a... Maybe let's go with fragrance, with a fruity and tropical fragrance. Things like pineapple, things like oranges, mango, peach. Sometimes they're fairly versatile. The other neat component about hazy IPAs is that what is the other neat thing? Well, they're generally unfiltered, and what that means is that whatever you have in your fermentation tank is what you end up getting in your glasses. All of that neat complexity from the fermentation tank is present in your glass. It makes it a very toothsome bite. Well, today I am just I'm kind of scuffing it today, folks. I don't know what's going on in my mind today. I apologize for that. But yeah, those are some thoughts as to what what a hazy IPA is. Let's go ahead and see what Untapped has to say on the matter. Let's go over here on Untapped. And of course, because I'm trying to run Elden Ring, it is doing all of the problems all at the same time. That is not what I wanted to do, of course. This is the screen that I wanted. Okay. And now let's go to this screen. Today's been just a technological nightmare already. So Juice Demon presents Peachy Blinders Hazy IPA. And as you can see, it is not just Absolution Brewing that presents it. They also have a Juice Demon that decided to present this beer. Super hazy hops make this juice bomb burst with tropical fruit notes. You know what? You couldn't have given me a lesser description. Thank you for very little on tap. Thanks a lot. Let's actually go ahead and taste this thing. Nonsense, honestly. What nonsense? But yeah, I guess I didn't really talk about the can itself. I like the fact that it is just like very retro coded. I don't know that you would necessarily call this like retro themed or anything like that, but it is definitely retro coded in the sense that you've got this peach in pixelated form. You've got other little peaches on the side. The peach almost looks like a creature from like Pac-Man or something. And yeah, kind of just nice and neat. You got the hops in there as well. Yeah, so it's I kind of like it. It's very wholesome, I want to say. Let's go ahead and actually taste this thing. And here's hoping that everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Maybe you're ready to face the weekend. Maybe you have some Easter Friday plans. I don't know. Maybe you've got some egg collecting to do. I was talking about this yesterday on stream, but I never did the egg collecting bit. Unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't actually know if it's a fortunate or an unfortunate, but yeah, it was just never something that my family really entertained. Like, we were Catholic, we were religious, but they never did the egg collecting thing, which is fine. Probably would have been fun as children. Probably would have been fun. But as you can see, this beer is completely opaque. You can't actually see through it. It is very thick like fruit juice. You got a thick foamy head as well. In terms of a nose, fresh orange peel as opposed to orange body. Some sweetness as well. Maybe slight lime. Good. No real notes of like piney resin. Faminale, dear viewer, thank you so much for being here. Very toothsome bite, a 3.5 out of 5 in terms of body composition. Very light on the bittering notes. Again, it's almost like a slight bittering oil, like a slight bitter oil, but very undertone, very muted. Strong notes of citrus. Again, it's that peel flavor as opposed to like orange flesh, though it is sweet. There's an extra crispiness to it, and I'm trying to think what's a good descriptor there, like an orange chip, if that makes any sense, like an orange chip, a little bit crispy. It's of course it's some of that breadiness from the pale malts themselves, which you generally don't highlight when you're talking about a lighter beer, but it's definitely there. Yeah, kind of just it is foamy because of the fact that it is hazy. Gives it a bit of a creamy edge to it. I like it. This is actually quite nice. For I know that a lot of people say that you can't do too many new things with hazy IPAs. I'm always surprised when I find something that does veer off the frequent path. 3.5 is our rating for today. And cheers, we got it. One thing that I want to do, so you might be noticing that I'm looking at this side and then this side as well fairly frequently. It is because I decided to rearrange the way in which my displays are actually set. Generally dead center I will have the game, right? And then on this side I will have my Streamlabs OBS, and then on that side I will actually have additional screens. I decided to flip the left and right, and so it's kind of throwing me off. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of layout managing just as we are working through this. Edit layout. What I want to add is stream preview, just so that I can actually see myself. Stream preview panel added. Okay, so where am I? It's like this tiny thing on the side. Let's put chat down here. On that side. Stream health down here. I gotta tell you, some of these things I rarely use, like stream health or quick actions. I mean, sometimes I use them, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely less likely the case. Ads manager, we don't like them ads. And let's see, what else do we need to change here? I think we're probably good otherwise. I'm sure folks at home watching right now are just like, wow, this is the best way to use your time here, Ales. But okay, I think we're good. I think we're fine. Let's go ahead, put this away. Put it away, folks. We don't need to see that here. And let's get started. We do have a question of the night for today. And that is very simple, very simply put, what did you eat for breakfast? And as always, I'll answer that question myself first. What I had for breakfast was a delicious veggie burrito. I find that there used to be a time where I was very unhappy with eating no meat burritos, but ever since I started on this kick of like trying to have days where I don't eat meat or animal derived protein, I've kind of just opened my palate to a lot of new things, and one of them is definitely veggie burritos. I really like burritos, period. I like the taste of beans, I like spices, I like cheese. And then, you know, obviously you generally have some kinds of veggies in there in addition to the protein, but if you grill the veggies, if you chop them up nicely, you kind of just don't even need the meat itself. It's kind of surprising how that works. Today was kind of special because I specifically did that because it was Good Friday, and as much as I like to say that I'm not like an active Catholic, this is a tradition that it's kind of just like family related, and so I kind of still honor it because my parents still ask me about it. Your mileage, of course, may vary. But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get started with Elden Ring. Okay, let's pull up that volume. And that might be a bit loud. Generally, this game is honestly not very loud. It's generally the intro that is actually quite pompous. Pompous. And wow, it's already starting. I'm using the Xbox Series. Once it turns on, I am using the Xbox controller over here. Series X, Series S, I'm not actually sure how that thing goes. And we are running this on Steam. And I'm a little bit frustrated right now because on the way to trying to get churro less light, I lost my sandal. That bugs me. So here we are at Lanedale, Royal Capital. And the last thing we did was face off against the gold shade of what's his name? Ragnar? Radnar? I I always forget these people's names, honestly. I don't know what they're called. It's a problem. Uh, let's go ahead and see. What is this person doing? Is this like a boss? I think it's like an enemy, right? I'm trying to see if there's like a save point around here so that I can like fly back. Fly back. I don't think you can fly anywhere in Elden Ring. Is there some kind of no up ahead? Well, that's good to know. I didn't really want to climb. Okay. It's kind of surprising that there isn't like a bonfire nearby, but maybe the game just doesn't want for you to go back. All that being said, there wasn't that much resistance on the way up here. I kind of just ran up and did it. I guess my question is, what is the strategy here? I will admit that between the time what am I trying to say? Between the time, between last week and this week, I actually looked up a video as to how to beat him. I looked up several videos. I don't know that that's gonna help, but you never know. Let's see if we can find a summoning buddy. We always like summons around here. And if summoning doesn't work, then you know what? We'll just we'll find a way to cheese it. Cheesing is what we specialize around here. Let's see if there's anybody interested in joining the fray. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. It is very unlikely. Like I said, I think that at this point in the game's lifespan, more people are dedicated to doing the DLC as opposed to doing the base game. There might be like an influx of people that start playing it once the Nintendo 2 Switch version goes live. But that's some time away, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna say that there's probably nobody that is interested in doing this. We could just go in. I do want to see what I have equipped while we're potentially waiting for this. Equipment. So of course we have the golden halberd, finger seal plus 14, our super shield. Wonder, can we actually put anything else that might be stronger for us? Exile, Godric. Exile Greaves. Do we have Godric Greaves potentially? Godric Soldier Greaves. They will net us into the territory of heavy load, which is just kind of what we want to avoid. It's unfortunate that we haven't been able to find a way to lessen our load. Godric Soldier, Mausoleum Knight Armor, Imp Head, raises maximum equip load. Okay, we don't need this thing. Let's see if we can craft anything that might actually help us here. Beast Lure Pot. Fireborn Arrow. Bloodborne Arrow. Isn't that a game, Bloodborne? I think it is. See, ideally what I would like to throw is like a pot that causes scarlet rot. You know what? Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we find a way to power up our Scarlet Rot dog. Let's see, what level is it at right now? So Ales mostly travels with Ashes. Lone Wolf Ashes +5, of course. That's our Wolf Spirits. And then we have the Rotten Stray Spirit, which causes Scarlet Rot. That one is only at a +4. Angval is already +4. Let's see if we can actually power up our Scarlet Dogs. And never mind the fact that we'll have to go back to another... oh my gosh, why am I just like not knowing words today? Never mind the fact that we will have to go to a nearby bonfire instead. Never mind, okay? Just never mind. Ah, the 2 fingers, of course. Ah, there's this lady right here. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, sure. Okay, so +5. Rotten Stray. And we need more. How much more can we power these up? And this one requires a Ghost Glove Word. We can still do Grave Glove Words for these two. Let's try that. Recent items. Let's burst 1,000 onto our chest. Or at the very least, that's the closest that we could do.
Are you here for spirit too?
That I am. Grave. So it still takes graves, which nice. Let's see how high we can get it. Some more for our troubles.
Greetings, are you here for spirit?
You know it. Grave. Wait, why is it not? Additional items required. Oh, we have no Grave Glove Words anymore. Oh, that's unfortunate. How do we get Grave Glove Words? Well, it looks like I just wasted those runes for nothing. Oh, it's like a level 7 Grave Glove Word as opposed to 7 Grave Glove Words. Okay, now I guess I get it. Sort of. I guess let's just use these on the Lone Wolf since we are here anyways. Okay, so now both packs of dogs are actually fortified. Let's go back. And what'll happen is I will try to kite the boss while my dogs tank. That's the plan. Nothing worked today. It's definitely unfortunate. Sorry for the bit of frustration here, but yeah, it bugs me a little bit. You know what? The other thing that I want to do is I want to reassign the flask because I know that we will be using a lot more magic in this fight. Flasks. Allocate flask charges. How do we do? What if we do 6 and 6 to start out with? So let's try that. So really the idea is to just run through all this and go up the tree, right? It's funny how that just seems to work. Can we actually run up the tree here? Basic platforming is, of course, my defeat. Boom. What are you even doing? Honestly, there's almost no point, but maybe we just run through. Hello, everyone. Oh gosh, there's so many. They're just like, what do you think you're doing, dude? It's a good thing that they're not rangers. Okay. Maybe we just go. Wait, what? And run. Why didn't I? Oh. I forgot how to roll, I guess. That's what happens. You just forget how to roll. Okay. Stake of Marika, of course. Save myself some trouble. Get 'em, boys. Welcome in I go. How are you doing this fine day? Troubles, toils and troubles. So the idea will be to go in there, unleash the hound, and then find a safe distance. Maybe let's find the safe distance first. Wait, what? And down he goes. Dang, that is cutting. Well, that's what we're here for, I guess. Okay. It's funny how he's just wait. He's actually like the ashes are actually out here. That's funny. So how do I summon? Apologies for that. Like I said, just not a great morning overall. So in order to summon, it is just that. It should be just that. And then what we want to do is start casting Lightning Spear. That's the idea here. How about we just run around? Why? Alright, that's how you roll. Okay. Wonderful. Ooh. Let's see how many shots we can get in. Wait, what is... Look at that, beautiful. My tanky boys. Oof. And down I go. That wasn't the worst round. I think what needs to happen here is I probably need more... what do you call these? Why am I at a loss for words here? Again, language is just not what my forte today. I need more flasks, potentially. More blue flasks. Let's see how far I can go with the number of flasks I currently have. I think this might be a sound strategy. Why did I say sound? A sound strategy. I just don't know how to pronounce things today. Okay, so try this one more time. Move. Why do I keep doing this? So he is weak to lightning. Oh no, my pup. Ooh. Ouch. Nice. Oh, why did I stop targeting? Nice. Oh gosh. I should have jumped that one. And down I go. So, I guess a couple of things there. Sorry, not having my sandwich, really like just messing with my brain here. There it goes. Where was I? So whenever he does that little stompy bit, I think I need to jump as opposed to roll. There doesn't seem to be like a good, easy way to actually roll through that. But I have heard people on videos say that if you jump through it, it's actually a lot easier to manage. There's also just this idea that in the heat of the battle, it's just difficult to keep my button straight here. But again, making some good progress here. I wonder if I have a medallion to make it so that my lightning attacks are tougher. That might be one way to go. Ooh, nice. That's cool. Let's see, equipment. Maximum equip load, maximum HP and stamina. Non-physical attack. Raises holy attack. Raises defense when HP is a maximum. Will be lost instead of runes. Slowly recovers HP. Stamina recovery. Huh. Robustness and focus. It's too bad I don't have something that just raises the power of incantations, period. Okay. Well, you know what? I might go with Maybe slowly restores HP. I wonder if that does anything for us. Raises attributes, but increases damage taken. Okay. Well, I don't even remember what robustness is. Poise, discovery, memory slots. Do I have a finger seal that does sorceries better? Godslayer, incantations, clawmark seal. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like it. Okay. Maybe I have some armor set that does... Oh, never mind. No, I think we're good. We're good as is. Golden Vow. Generally, my only other weapon that I like using is... Where's my gigantic sword? Envoy's Horn. I think it's the longsword, greatsword. It would lower my equip load. It would decrease my attack though. Could just use it. I don't think this particular boss is weak against holy attacks anyway. So let's equip that. And then maybe we can change the Exile Greaves to the Godric Greaves. It's a little heavier, but it will give us a little bit more defense. So let's go with that. Yeah, so let's try this and see how it goes. How dare you attack? Oh no, I ran out. Let's just keep kiting him. Oof. Uh-oh, we're out of space. Oof. Oh gosh, should have dodged that. Hey, my my flask. Oh, come on. Well, we're getting him down to that 50%. I'm wondering if Ongbal would do any better. I'm wondering. I need to calm down here, folks. All my love too long ago, of course. Yeah, just a bit jittery here. And run, 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 run. Come on, charge him. Ooh. Jeez. uh, ooh, he is toughing it out there. Dang. Oh gosh. Well, Ongval was doing his thing. I can tell. I can say that. That was kind of cool. Yes, yes. Let's get him. So here's wondering. Why did I just do that? That was weird. Oh, okay. So here's wondering, what happens if I try and summon another person? Will that ruin my ability to summon later? It doesn't hurt, and I feel like I'll definitely have a slightly better chance if I just get somebody in here. Just another live player. And I'll give it a minute or so. We might have to simply summon our boys for this round, specifically because we've already used some mana and just randomly throwing a lightning attack. Okay, let's go in there. Just gotta relax. And of course I can't summon my boys. It's gonna have to be just you and me, buddy. And the arena really just paints a picture here. Make sure not to wall myself in. I think that's really the biggest problem. Thank you for giving me the chance to do that. Just go. Drink a potion. Uh-oh, close in. Why did I really wanted to throw my lightning spear for that one. Run! Oh gosh, I forgot. Why didn't I jump? I was just caught in the animation there. It's wild. It's wild. Well, I think at the very least, what am I trying to say here? At the very least, I was able to kind of just manage the fight while I was actually in there. I'm wondering if Ongval or the boys is a better choice here. Or maybe let's just unleash the rotten dog. Yeah, let's try unleashing the rotten dog and see what happens. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. Jeez, he is just coming at full force here. I can't run. I can't run. Why can't I run? And down it goes. You know what? Maybe that dog was not the answer today. Uh-oh. I will at the very least say that he does give you some pretty good openings. There is that. And I just wish that he would have... Oh gosh. So I'm gonna say that the boys is generally the better answer here. Okay. Got an axe to grind here. That is high quality H2O. Move this camera just a bit. Oh, much better. Okay, so let's get the boys. Let's keep with the strategy. Why did that hit me? Oh gosh. You filthy person. Wow, he really took two of them out just like that. Jump! He generally likes to punish me drinking by just running in, doing the stomp, and then doing the slash. And I am prepared for neither of those. So many notifications today. That's okay. So what was my mistake in that one? Oof. What is the thing that Matthew McConaughey did in the thing? Something like that. Money things. Another thing that I might try doing is whenever he's preoccupied with the boys, I might just want to get a slash in, but I'm not 100% sure that that's really the best answer here. Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's just keep with this strategy. It's about making sure that we don't make any dumb mistakes. And I keep running out of mana so quickly. Ooh. Jump. Swipe. Not a good spot to be. Go! Oh my gosh. I keep cornering myself into that little corner. It's so troublesome. The stake of Marika. And maybe one thing that I wish was a little bit better was just the fact that if you request help, once you're actually in the boss room, I feel like it should just allow you to still summon, but you can't. You can't. That's obnoxious. Yeah, tough morning. Okay. You're up. Wow, he's getting hammered. Jump. 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 Oh my god, not again. Every time. Every time I need to drink. Well, Angbal did well though. Sort of. I mean, he did well in the fight. I don't know that we were really doing our little buddy duo thing. Problem with this thing is just that it's just that double combo that just gets me every time. Run. He's gonna jump. Summon Alpha. Drink. And spear. Jump. Drink. Oh, there. I knew it. Ooh. Jump. And he got me. Jump. He just loves to stomp. He just loves to stomp. Welcome to Kitty. Thank you for that. That is actually very apt. Very apt. How are you doing this fine Friday? Good to see you. Of course, the Kitty is a fellow Fruity member, and for some reason you're not showing up in my SO list. Give me just a second here to work things. I'll give you a shout out very soon. But yes, here's hoping that you're having a mellifluous Friday morning. I am having a terrible Friday morning, game-wise. That is game-wise. Let's give this a shot. It's because I haven't chat. Oh, gotcha. Is that how that works? Are you a technomancer, the Kitty? I don't know how these things work. You know what? It's right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Anyone watching out there, I don't know why anybody would be watching this stream where this person is just like doing the same exact thing, assuming different outcomes. Kindly give our esteemed fellow Fruity member and community member, the Kitty Toe Beans, a follow, who is an excellent streamer. They were last playing Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition. Anyways, thank you so much for coming in. Let's do one more round, and then unfortunately we're gonna have to go into ads. Unfortunately, I mean, this actually might be a reprieve for those of you watching who are just like, oh my god, this is awful. This is awful, but I can't but feel compelled to watch. Alright. Okay, so we run in, he jumps. We call our friend Angbal, who is the only one that has a chance here. And then we just kite. Oof. Jump and swipe. Jeez. Jump, jump. Jump too early. Darkness fills my heart with pain. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that ad break. Need to just like flex these very tense muscles. Okay, let's go on the Be Right Back screen. We will be back in about 34 minutes with some of them Elden Rings. So stay tuned. And hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Aelwolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, a dandy on stream, alias Maximus. Merry Friday, one and all. Thank you so much for being here today. We are playing Elden Ring, and we are trying to defeat the golden shade of the first Elden Lord, Godfrey. I think his name is Godfrey. It's not Joffrey. Anyways, that's what we're trying to do today. It is very unlikely that we might get to it, but you know what? We will try. Oh, and I guess I do have... Oh, thank you very much for the lurk, Winter. Here's hoping that you're having an amazing Friday. Thank you so much for popping in. And of course, let me simply suggest, let me announce that Winter is a fellow Fruity member, and also just an excellent individual overall. I highly suggest you follow them. They were last playing Mega Man X3. I'm not gonna try and make conversation because you're lurking, but I will say that Mega Man X is definitely a series that I intend to play soon, probably after my A Link to the Past run. I want to start with the first one. Anyways, back to this madness, back to the madness that is Ales trying to finish Elden Ring. We are enjoying Peachy Blinders, which is a hazy IPA. To your health. Malty. Like the Maltese Falcon. So the strategy right now is not good, but the idea is we go in there, we summon a creature, and then we just start kiting the thing. So we're gonna keep trying that. I think we are getting somewhere. The main point is that we have to make sure that we don't get hit while all that kiting is happening. You know. Summon my boys today. Bake them away, toys. I also just have to make sure that I don't get cornered somewhere. Can you not shoot? Oh, great. Why did I unlock? I unlocked the memory, I guess. Move. That was a close one. Why does there have to be so many pillars in this place? Oh no, my boys. Ouch. I should have jumped. You know, as much as I love my boys, it might make more sense to simply have Angbal help us out here. Angbal is cool. He's so cool. He like fights. He like spears. Well, he didn't jump. I'm confused. Why did I even... I went in there assuming that he was going to do something. He didn't do the thing, and then I was just like, well, I guess that's it. Group passwords. You know, one thing that might be smart might be to change my talismans. The one I currently have is not useful for us. Let's go with FP Restoration from Flask of Cerulean Tears. Or maybe even slowly restores HP might be even better. Maybe let's just slowly restore HP. That might be a good one to go with. Sorry, I had to step away. Welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the welcome back, the kitty. Trust me, you did not miss anything in particular. I have just been eating floor, basically. Let's see. This is all no good. Silver tier mask. I wonder, maybe I should don equipment that raises my faith, like in the Lion King, as it says, through faith and love. I don't think there's anything that increases my love attribute, but faith maybe. Although, all that being said, it might not be the wisest thing in the world, because then he can simply just, like, destroy us that much more quickly. It's a back and forth. I like it. Great horned headband. Fatality, that increases arcane. Arcana. Wow, can you believe that, like, 150 plus hours of Elden Ring and I still don't have something that increases faith? That is wild. That is wild. So Imped it is. By Jove, none of these actually do anything for faith. Maybe I just need something called the Pope's Garbs or something like that. I'm sure that those would work out. Alright, well, maybe there's some item that gives me some... Temporarily boost lightning damage negation. See, I don't need that. I need damage infliction. By the way, what's the drink today? So, funny that you should ask. Today, we have something called Peachy Blinders. And I think you can see the can right there. Hold on, I'm looking at my output here. So, Peachy Blinders is a hazy IPA. This is a lovely can. It's like this retro peach with like lots of pixelated peaches as well as hops. Kind of just cute. I don't know if you're familiar with hazy IPAs, but they're not like their evil counterpart IPAs. Hazy IPAs are not as bitter. They use hops for fragrance and flavor as opposed to bitterness. It's quite good. I wouldn't say that it tastes like peaches. It's more like an orange peel sort of thing. Yeah. Here's a. It's a good drink. It's a good hearty drink. It's also different than conventional IPAs in the sense that regular IPAs I feel are light-bodied. Hazy IPAs are actually very thick because they're designed to have a similar texture to like fruit juice. All right. Any remembrance of the Star Scourge? Let's see, I'm gonna try and see if anybody wants to come in. Anybody out there? Speaking of which, I saw this movie Talk to Me the other day, horror movie, with my partner. It was definitely scary, kind of scary. I mean, I'm not the biggest anything, but I'm certainly not. I don't get scared easily by horror movies mostly, if I'm accompanied. So it wasn't that scary, I want to say. Alright, let's just get in there. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. You saw that in theaters? Did you enjoy it? Did you have a good time with it? I thought that it was a novel concept at the very least. Okay, we're just gonna fight. Take that, you. So he's pretty slow, all things considered, from NPR. I gotta stop cornering myself. It's so frustrating when I do that. give myself some distance here. All right. I bet you anything, as soon as I start to drink, he's gonna rush in with his stinky foot, and he's gonna give me a kicking. Oh, where's my magic? Oh wow, he didn't. He resist. Oh, never mind. Let's drink something for health. Okay, not too bad. Well, we got him to a quarter. We generally can do that quarter pretty well. Stay the course. So as long as we are in this... Go, 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 go! Ah! Of course he did it. He did it. He was waiting for me to drink. He doesn't... Everybody just knows that my greatest weakness is drinking. Okay, no, it's not in that sense. Everyone please drink responsibly. That's not what I meant. I'm not a lush. I just play one on TV. Let's see. I was entertained. It wasn't anything crazy to me. I actually had to look the movie up to remember it. But yeah, I remember that I enjoyed it overall. Well, I appreciate you looking it up just for the sake of this chat. Yeah, it seems to me like it's you know, I feel like most horror movies these days just have to be part of a franchise, like, what is it, Scream, or like Saw, or, I don't know, Nightmare on Elm Street. So I definitely find value when there's like a movie with like, unassociated to anything, that is like a completely stands on its own and has like a new concept. Like some of the ones that I want to mention here are things like It Follows, which was I think 2014. Well, that was like 10 years ago. Then there's the... what's that recent one that came out? Smile? I like Smile. And then this one was also just kind of like interesting. Interesting concept. Okay, let's get in. Thank you for finding that entertaining. That was rough. That was rough going. So it's almost as if we can probably do the fight, as long as we are careful. We can probably do the fight without even like summoning. Summoning is just like the cherry on the cake. Go, go, go. Ah, why did I talk about anything? Stop picking on my friend, thank you. He kind of just like does this wind up. I see it coming and my brain is just like, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Oh, I should dodge. What a nightmare. But so it goes. Let's make it happen, Captain. I guess at some point I might, maybe like after the second hour, I'll probably just goof around elsewhere. I feel like that's how I generally take these battles anyway. I lose a lot, then I come back several days later, and then maybe it's okay. Maybe. Possibly. He's not jumping. Call my buddy. Now move, 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 move. Ooh, nice 3 shots. Uh-oh. Ah! He is just massacring the poor boy. Nice. Uh-oh. Well, he's at halfway, and I am very much in bad shape. Ah, should have dodged instead of jumping. For a moment there, I thought he was gonna do his big boot. The big boot! Let's see, the movie it follows genuinely terrified me. Not the actual movie, but the concept. Yeah, it is kind of just creepy because, we do live in this sort of world where it's full of people, and it's almost like the horror, the terror is like hiding in plain sight, right? And you never actually know that it's coming, but it is kind of coming, and it is that sort of thing. I'm not gonna talk about spoilers just in case somebody that's lurking hasn't seen it, but there's this one super freaky scene for me where let's say they're indoors, and then all of a sudden somebody comes out of this opening that doesn't seem to be very natural, and that scene just kind of just like, whoa, what is going on there? Maybe I'm not explaining myself well, but that's okay. Just the ramblings of a madman. Let's see. A few days I was uncomfortable to walk anywhere because I thought something was gonna get me. Hey, movies have powerful movies definitely have that effect on me every once in a while. I specifically remember the first Paranormal Activity, the very first one. That definitely like stayed with me. Like I saw that, I was with my partner, we were watching it in bed, and the movie was over, and she was like, "All right, I'm going to go to sleep." And then I was literally just like, I can't move or sleep, and I'm pretty sure I didn't sleep for the next few hours, just based on the how that movie plays out. Yeah, that scene was scary. I'm assuming that you're talking about the It Follows. Yes, the first Paranormal Activity got me. I kept the lights on for days. Yeah, it's that sort of thing, right? Yeah, that was freaky. I saw a few of the next ones. They didn't impact me as much, just because I understood, like, the gimmick. All right. Let's summon my boys today. Bake 'em away, toys. That's the 8th time I've used that line. Oh, missed. I don't want to go down there. Uh-oh, too close. I wonder if skeleton soldiers would probably do a better job here. I mean, they kind of die in like 1 second, but they keep coming back. Jump, jump, jump! Oh, come on, he got me, It's the drink. It's the drink. Okay, but look at that. That's almost like 2/3 down. Almost 2/3 down. So I think one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself one more blue flask here. Making that progress. It happens to me every once in a while where I get really close and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm doing it, I'm making it happen, and then like the next hour or so I'm just like back to, oh okay, I'm basically not getting a single shot in. But it's good. I think I'm finally getting the idea of like trying to see whether or not he's either going to do the stomp or the axe. I feel like as long as I keep those stomps in check, I actually have a chance here. Let's go ahead and change flasks, allocate flask charges. I think we probably need more of that magic. Allocare. And let's mix that wondrous physics. Souls-like games are not my cup of tea, but I really enjoy watching them. Yeah, you know what? This is actually my first Souls-like game, and the reason why I decided to play it was because I guess everyone was playing it, and it had enough RPG elements where I was just like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. It's open world, so maybe I can skip over like challenges and things like that, which I have been able to. Don't get me wrong, but there's definitely some like specific challenges that you definitely cannot get past without actually, doing the work. So it's fun in that way. I don't know that I'll ever have the skill to like 100% complete it or anything like that, but it is kind of just fun going through this incredibly massive world and just beating, taking shots where you can find them. Bravely stops rune loss. Let's not do that. Restores half of total HP. Total HP. Total FP. Boost stamina. Stamina recovery. Boost fire attacks. Charge attacks. Stops rune death. Reduces equip load. Let's go with restores half of HP. That might make more sense in this situation. I get too frustrated when I play. Yeah, and I absolutely hate losing, right? I kind of just, it drives me mad. But it drives me mad, and then I still want to continue playing, which is weird. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes it happens. I should really install a cough counter on stream just because. Okay, let's go up the tree, up our merry way, up our Mary Tyler Moore way. You're gonna make it after all. Ba, 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 ba. Hello, everyone. They're like, what is this dude doing here? Howdy, folks. And let's just go in because they're about to follow us. No jump today? No jump today. Ooh. Boom. Godfrey, the first Aleden Lord. Yeah, and so I think once the next break pops up, which is like in about 30 minutes, we'll probably just do something else. Try and level up our dogs or something like that. Just a little boom. I will say though that the game definitely gives you ways in which you can, different ways that you can approach fights, right? Because like I was saying earlier, I did see a few videos as to how to beat them. There's definitely more of an up-close approach where you're trying to like dodge through some of those axe swipes, and that seems solid. And the way that I'm doing it, kiting, is kind of just like, well, it takes a long time, but it is safer. And me, I love being safe. I love the safety dance. I play it safe. So I was just like, let's do this. Like, I'm not the greatest magician, because the greatest magician, of course, is the dark magician. But I think I can pull it off if I just like wrap my head around it. It is so much easier when he does that. That range is ridiculous. Oh gosh. Ah. Nice dodge. Uh-oh, stomp. Goodbye. Dodge. Dodge. Okay, good. So we just take it slow. Oh, of course. Just go. Jump. Jump! Did he? Did he? Yes! Wolf's kiss. Whew. Jeez, my my blood is what do you call this? My circulation is just at an all-time high. Oh, talisman pouch. Thank you so much for the ghost, Tony. How are you doing this fine day? Thank you so much for popping in. I hope that you're having a wonderful Friday. Of course. Sorry, I don't know. You probably can't tell, but my hands are literally shaking right now. Okay, what was I doing? Stony Classics, of course. Kindly give them a follow. Esteemed community member, also tried and true streamer. I highly suggest you check them out. They were last playing Bloodborne. So if you actually want to see somebody play a Souls-like I suggest you check them out. You're most welcome, Stony. Here's hoping that the day is treating you kindly. I can't believe that we actually did this today. I'm surprised. I'm surprised at me actually succeeding. Gamer, thank you so much, the kitty. Thank you so much for sticking around for that, by the way. These fights generally take me like a couple of sessions before I actually move anywhere, so. Okay, let's rearrange our pots here. Runes health. Oh, we can actually level up. Probably twice. But I am still shaking. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, let's just. Ooh. Okay. Let's go back to live. And I think it. Okay, there it goes. Sorry, and actually, in putting my controller down, I actually hit my Steam Deck. That's what happened there. All my love too long ago. Standard Soulsborne boss adrenaline. Maybe that's what it is. That's what it is, because I could see that I was close to like beating him, and I was like, "Don't make dumb mistakes. Don't do it. Don't do it." And I, as you can see, I did make a dumb mistake very close to the end, but I was just like, I probably need like 3 more shots, and that is that. And I was just like, don't, yeah. So I'm good. Just started some time off from work. Nice. I hope you have some maybe just stimulating or relaxing plans ahead of you. It is time to unwind. Okay, so we could keep adding more points to strength. We could add some more to faith. Honestly, we could add two more points to faith just to celebrate this victory, just because. Yeah, it definitely seems like we need more faith powers. Yeah, maybe let's do that. 2 points of faith. Let's go. We're like a paladin here, like a paladin. Finished Bloodborne yesterday, so I think I need a good 3 to 6 month break from Souls games. You know what? That sounds about right. That sounds about right. What are you planning on playing next? The people want to know. If you're so kind to share, of course. I'm not gonna force you to talk about it if you don't want to, if you haven't decided. So this created a site of grace, which is nice. Oh, and I should probably get my weapons back out. So generally, I am wielding the golden halberd. I have another memory pouch, which I think means that I have another spell slot. And I'm under heavy load, which means that I need to probably put something else on. Fire monk. Marionette soldier. Oh, it's all bad. Caden. The armor of the exile. Let's see, Illusion of Gaia is my other game on the go, and Final Fantasy VI will be started soon. Both first-time playthroughs for me, but two of my wife's favorites. Hey, that's awesome. You know, I've always wanted to play Illusion of Gaia. I've seen a few streamers play it. Actually, I'm pretty sure that somebody I follow was streaming it recently. I forget exactly who. But yeah, it seems like a very fun. Is that a quintet game? Or is that an Enix game? I forget exactly which one. And yeah, of course, Final Fantasy VI is always a good time. If it is a first time playthrough for you, I'm sure that you're gonna have a wonderful time. It is a quintet game. You know what? Quintet games I find like have this very nice charm about them. I really like the one called Robotrek, which I know that doesn't get named when people talk about quintet games. But it's almost like the story is basically it's like this little boy that builds robots. And anyways, the graphics across 16-bit quintet games are very similar. I just find them charming. Welcome, Spectrum. How are you doing this fine day? Thank you so much for popping in. Here's hoping that the day is treating you kindly. And of course, anybody watching right now, kindly give Spectrum Branch a follow. Esteemed community member. I want to say, forged in the fires of challenging games, and also an accomplished musician. They were last playing Pizza Tower. Oh yeah, which I did see which we did play like a short video of the other day. What was I wearing before this? What was I wearing? Nothing stylish, unfortunately. I think it was like the Exile Greaves, right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. And then let's change our amulets to the other amulet. The Pearl Drake. Let's see. Illusion of Gaia is quintet, which became part of Enix. Right. One of my favorites. Yeah, so it's got good clout around it. Robotrek is what Pokemon got inspired by. This is my conspiracy. Yeah, exactly, because when you release the robots, you actually throw a Pokeball. I'm still waiting for that lawsuit to happen, of course. Okay, so let's get going. Let's stop gabbing for a moment. This is not the Ales and Gabs stream. It's Ales and Fails. People here are here to see the fails. Let's keep going up the tree. You're most welcome, Spectrum. It seems like this is, do we go up the tree, or do we... Let's go up the tree. Going up the tree seems to have worked out so far. It could be Ales and Tails. So, you know, it's a funny story, Spectrum. Not really funny, it's kind of sad, actually. When I did start this stream, my idea was actually to call it Ales and Tails. And the way that it was going to be was that I would have like thought about tales before going into like stream, to like go through them during stream. And number one, the name was already taken, and number two, the concept kind of became a little self-defeating, because I honestly can't do more prep work than I already do for stream as it is. So all the tales that you will hear in this stream will be off the cuff. Liar ahead. There's always a liar. A liar. A liar. Tails being gabs. Yeah, I know. Tails and gabs. Gabs and fails. I'm more of an off-the-cuff kind of guy anyway. No, it's good. The level of spontaneity has always been good. And I'm not about to suggest that I do this with any sort of proficiency. But I do want to say that one experience that did help me out in, at the very least, getting started in doing stream and being comfortable talking just on my own, was the fact that I did do some improvising for fun a few years ago with some friends. That was a good time. Improvisation is kind of just an art form on its own, and it's kind of nice to just be able to take what somebody says, take like little bits and pieces of things that you perceive, and then you build off of that. Are all these people purple? Oh, I see the little fire thingy. I see it. Same with music, I suppose. And clearly that has led you to victory. Ooh, take this down. Wait, what? How dare you? We're running. We're running. Oh my gosh, I walk up to the thing, and instead of pushing the rest at side of Grace button, I push the drink a potion button. Because of course we were talking about fails. Okay. Let's see. This person has a lot of lore connotations. Oh, you mean the person that is watching over in front of that bonfire? And I'm assuming you've gone through this game, Spectrum. I know that you were playing a Soulsborne relatively recently. Or maybe I'm thinking of Wukong, which is not exactly a Soulsborne, but you know what I mean. So let's, this time, number one, I need to reallocate my flask, which I guess I completely forgot about. I hate to lose, but I also hate to just lose those runes that I left behind. So I'm going to get those runes back no matter what. Yeah, Thamesia was probably the most recent, unless you count Blasphemous 2. You know, I don't even remember Blasphemous 2, but it sounds like blasphemy. Also, Ales, what's going on? What's on your mind? My curiosity has been piqued. P-I-Q-U-E-D, piqued. Hear me out here. I told Huami about our savory soups conversation. Okay. She orders it for herself and eats it on our video call. I don't know where to get it here. Wait, which of the soups did she actually order? And it seems like that conversation definitely had strong ramifications if it actually prompted her to get soup. That's actually really cool. She got the laksa. Oh, that's awesome. Laksa is my favorite soup of all time. It's this milk-based soup with coconut and just lots of spices. it's, yeah, it is undeniably good. Spectrum, you gotta find some way to get it. The only time that I've ever had it in the States is when we've gone to Singapore and we brought back like ready to make like laksa containers or packets, which is not the same. There's not like any really great Singaporean restaurants around here. Of course, you could also get it from Malaysian restaurants, but we don't know too many great Malaysian restaurants around here either. Okay, I'm gonna try and get my runes. And I'm going to skip past that fella. And we got the Site of Grace. Oh, right. I can't actually... I forgot that... What did I forget? I forgot that once you're in battle, you can't actually go and touch the Site of Grace. But I think I can teleport to it. I think I can do that. Oh, nice. So I got 16,000 runes back, which is nothing to scoff at. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I've got nothing. Blessing of the Earth Tree. Is that a new spell? Let's see. Yeah, that conversation I think has echoed from out here. You know what? There's nothing wrong with spreading the good word there. Here's hoping that she enjoyed it as much as I enjoy it. They are changing laws in New Zealand now because of that. Like, oh, we're not allowing coconut-based milk, coconut-based soups now. It is probably one of the first, one of the few times where we're having a butterfly effect here. Okay, so what else? Let's actually see if we can allocate that spell. Oh, actually, the pouch actually gives you an extra accessory slot. It's not a spell slot. Now that makes sense. I would hope it would be positive changes from that soup. It is now required for every person to have laksa once every 3 months, every quarter. Let's see, if we change Poison Mist to, what is it, Blessing of the Earth Tree, what is this? So, grants greater blessing to self and nearby. Okay, so this is like an extra heal spell, I think. Maybe? Greater blessing. Protection of the Earth Tree, affinity damage. Oh, and there's also the Golden Vow, of course. And the Golden Vow, of course, increases attack and defense. Or maybe it's just like a generic buff. Anyways, we need about 38 faith, and I think we're, what, like at 24 or something like that. Laksa is now a required part of the rehabilitation process. You know what? It is very hearty. I can't imagine that somebody doesn't taste that and they just like are swooned with positive, wholesome vibes. It nourishes the belly and the spirit. Okay, so we're not gonna change our spells, unfortunately. I think we're good with what we have right now. So let's leave it as is. Great heal. How come we don't have that? Greatly heals. Oh yeah, it is the one that we have. Never mind. And then we have Assassin's Approach. I don't know that this ever really works out that well. Reduces fall damage and sound. Flame Cleanse Me. Flame Sling. Okay. So let's get going. I guess we don't really need to fight that person by the door. Though I would like to know why they don't have like a boss bar. They seem quite tough. May as well go back for them. I might just leave drop a marker here. Not that one. Marker. There. Ooh, we're in the Queen's bedchamber. I thought these were books. They're just like stone slabs or something. Let there be giant rump. I'm guessing that this is her bed, just this half shell, half circle. There's a message up there. Let me guess, liar ahead. Seek clue or seek pickle. That doesn't help out. Oh, so they're actually stone slabs with writing on them. It seems like you can actually go up that little swirly thing. I believe that's how engineers originally coined it, the swirly structure. Okay. No, maybe not. There wasn't really a path up there anyways. So there doesn't... Okay, let's go up this way. Hey, there's a golden door. The golden arches. Time for Elden Ring. Gee, I wonder who's up there. Also, if I'm about to face a boss, I'm kind of like, maybe I can use these 16,000 instead of going in there and just losing them. I think in order for me to level up, I need about... Oh, there's a summon too. Beautiful. This is good. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some runes, level up, and then just go in there with like zero in my pockets. How close are you to leveling? I think for me to level, it's about 33,000. So I'm halfway there. I know that it's busting a lot of runes. But at the same time, what else am I using them for? What am I using them for? Just do it. How much is this? 15,000. This is probably as much as we need. Busted on my chest. I think I need maybe 2,000 more. Use one of these. Okay, so now, actually I need about 500 more. I should have done that math a bit better. Maybe I can pick on somebody and not necessarily lose. Yeah, let me actually go teleport to this place. No, not that one. West Capital. Oh yeah, maybe this one. And let me pick off one of those enemies that are hanging on the tree, just because I don't want to have to use another stone that I don't have to. Like that guy over there. That guy. Wouldn't it be great if I lose like 30,000 runes in this nonsensical ploy? Okay, so I think that's enough. Status. Dragon Belt status. Oh, actually I need 40 more. Try that again. I think there's another one. Oh, they're kind of far away though. Too much risk here. I think my gun is loaded, which is why I don't want to just like willy-nilly go after enemies that might be in a grouping. You didn't come here for reckless play, or did ya? Okay, cool. So let's go level up. And it'll be nice to have like one extra person, one NPC help us, and we can summon Angval, and then we'll just have like a real dandy good time. So at this point, I think let me actually pull up what my intended stats are supposed to be. It is a cool fight with that person too. I feel that lore is enhanced with them in the fight, so I better listen to what they say. Let's see. So ER stats. Ideally, Vigor should ultimately end around 50-60. Endurance is probably good as is. Actually, what does endurance do? Because if I can get another point of equip load, that might actually be nice. Yeah, so endurance does equip load. I might actually just go ahead and sink this point into it. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. And yeah, equip load goes up by 1.6 pounds. W5, which was what we wanted. Okay, so now what I want to do is I think I want to add an additional talisman. What's good? Maybe the one that gives you additional health. Let's try this one out first, and then we'll accommodate as we see. And then I want to change my greaves to the Raya Exile Greaves, Godric Soldier. Unfortunately this is still way too heavy for us. That's fine. Let's get up there. I am ready for anything. Except victory, of course. Okay, so we're actually gonna just hang right here. We've got ads in about 3 minutes. I don't want to interrupt the fight, which the fight will probably last about 30 seconds, I know. But hear me out, I don't want to interrupt it. So let's go into the be right back screen. I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. I need to take Chur out to go do his own little bio break. I will be back after that. See you there. And hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Alewolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of in execution, Mama Ales, baby boy. Thank you very much for the welcome back, Spectrum. So I did notice that when I went on break, what was happening was that I was playing two songs at once, and so I stopped it, and then I attempted to reset the music settings. Do you know if that actually worked out? It probably didn't. I think there was some glitchy thing with my Streamlabs. Um, I should probably look into that. But thank you very much for letting me know. Oh yeah, so what are we doing here? So let's summon this individual, Melina. And of course we've got Angval with us. I can't imagine that we won't be able to summon our standard summon. And let's check it out. Let's check it out. Movie time. We do love movies.
Graceless, tarnished.
Oh, it's more Margit.
What is thy business with these thrones? Ah, Godric the Golden. The twin prodigies, Mikola and Melania.
I always used to say Michaela, but that
General
doesn't make sense.
Radahn, Praetor Rykard, Luna Princess Rani, willful traitors, all. Thy kind are all of a piece. Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Well, there goes his staff.
Have it writ upon thy meager grave.
I really like this guy's voice.
Felled by
It's not really
King
crackly, but...
Morgoth, last of all kings.
Well, let's make some distance here. Wow, he is so much more agile than in the market fight. Fake him away, toys. I am not hitting him at all. Ouch! Okay, so I think there's something that I'm missing here, and that is there's this one item that is supposed to like what is it called? Like the shackles, right? There's shackles that work in the Margit fight. I can't imagine that they don't do something in this fight. I'm trying that shackles, yes. Spectrum, you know me. You're a player of great finesse. I am just like, I'm going for least possible resistance here. Let's see. So let's get that in our inventory. And you know what? I'm kind of thinking that the my halberd might not be the best weapon here, simply because it's also a holy weapon, and I can't imagine that it's doing me any favors. Like they say, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Thank you for the PSA. Everybody, please don't smoke. But yes, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Where's the thing? The Margit Shackle. I even forgot what they look like. I remember when I started playing this game. At this point, it's probably like 3 years ago. Forgive my math there, but I specifically remember just having to work on the Margit fight for like months, and I was actually playing with my sibling at that time. And it was funny because he was able to defeat it on his own just by himself. But for some reason, like us trying to like tank them together was just like not working out. And I was just like, yeah, it's probably just me. It's just me. Maybe it's under key items. This just thing as key items. Talisman pouch. It's one of these things, right? Death Root, Beast, Dragon Heart. Crafting kit. Wow, is there a way to like find this just in alphabetical order? It's not one of these, is it? Maybe it's just under regular inventory. Info, recent items, just regular tools. Boom, boom, boom. Little hello thing. There it is, Margit Shackles. Wait, why can't I put it in a item slot? Hey, welcome, welcome, Hilly Fox. How are you doing this fine day? Thank you so much for popping in. Here's hoping that Friday is treating you well. Not to bombard you with questions, but are you a fan of the Elden Ring? Have you been playing Elden Ring? Of course. I would be remiss if I didn't say this about a fellow streamer, but kindly take a gander at what Hilly Fox is doing at their corner of Twitch. They were last playing Phasmophobia. I have never played that game, but it sounds scary. So far so good. I have played about 2 hours of Elden Ring. And how is that going? Are you enjoying it? Would it happen to be your first Soulsborne? How do I equip this? It's under equipment, right? Yes. By Jove, that's a yes. You're most welcome. Thank you so much for popping in. That's really cool. So let's put on the shackles. Now, I guess if you've only played 2 hours of Elden Ring, this might be a bit spoilery. But this is a boss that I have found 150 hours in. And it's only 150 hours because I'm horribly slow at this game. But yes, it might be a bit spoilery. So if you need to turn away, I completely understand. Okay, so now we've got the shackles. Let's get in there. I have played Dark Souls 1 before and got stuck after 12 and I never managed to continue. It is, you know, there's definitely something to be said about like playing a game and then it kind of just beats you to the ground and like sometimes you just don't have the energy to go back to it, right? This is absolutely my first Soulsborne, but at the very least I want to say that even though I definitely get frustrated with losing, my thing is every time I lose, it is very clear to me why I lost and it's generally my fault, so it's not like the game is being cheap, you know? And no worries, I moderate 2 Soul streamers. I've gotten the game spoiled enough and yet know nothing of it. Okay, well good times. I appreciate you popping in for this. Now let me also suggest that you're about to see some very poor Elden Ring gameplay. Where's our shackles? And let's summon Angbal, our friend, our purple friend. And let's lightning spear this guy. Let's get him. Oh, ouch! I should have. Take this. Ooh, it works! Oh. Oh dear. Let's see. 12 hours, sorry, but yeah, Capra Demon got my bum. You know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. But hang in there. It's a good ride. It's definitely a good ride. We chillin', no worries. Thank you for the good luck. We're doing our best, getting a little bit better every time, or at the very least, we're cheesing it a little bit better every time. But yeah, here's hoping that you're having a wonderful Friday. Maybe it's the end of your week, work week, school week, and maybe you've got some fun plans ahead of you. And if not fun plans, maybe some relaxing plans. Let's see. Let's go ahead and touch that summon sign. So Melina seems to be like a caster. She seems to be doing fire spells from far away. I wish there was like a effective way to tank some of these enemies. Not that I have the greatest defenses or anything like that, but let's try it out. I played a hell of a lot of bullet hell and unfair games, but the moment you add that free cam in a third dimension, I just can't play. I'll get there for sure. You know what you just said there reminds me of how my explanation for why I'm terrible at 3D fighting games, but also 2D fighting games. Let's get 'em, boys and girls and everyone. Ooh. Take that. Everybody got him. Oh no! I think it only works twice, actually. Uh-oh. Ooh, wall of swords. Jeez! Wow, thank you so much for the raid, Tanner. You absolutely didn't have to. Thank you so much for that. Let's go to the old intermission screen for one moment here. Ooh, thank you so much for that. Did that work? I think it worked. Let's see that. So stick 'em up. This is Cowboy Tantan's raid. Welcome and welcome, Hunter. Good to see you. Hello, Tamara Plays XO, and welcome as well, everyone else popping in. Thank you so much for popping in with the raid. Tanner, what were you playing? What have you been up to? How's it going? Thank you so much for popping in. Here's hoping that you're having a mellifluous Friday. And let me give you a shout out here. Everyone watching right now, past, present, or future, if you found this VOD in a time capsule, I urge you to do this. Follow Cowboy Tantan, who's an excellent streamer. They were last playing Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. That is actually in my backlog. I hope to play it soon. The only Dragon Quest that I played officially is the first one and the second one, and both of them were on Game Boy Color. I look forward to going back to these HD remakes. And let's see, and I was playing. Oh, there you go. Yeah, excellent. I love your shirt. Yeah. I enjoy it myself. So I don't know if you're a fan of anime or Bleach, but the shirt is supposed to be a take on one of the captains. What's his name? I always mispronounce his name. He's the one with like the Japanese hat, and he has like lots of roses everywhere. For whatever reason, his name is escaping me right now, but it's supposed to be a take on that. Anyways, thank you very much for appreciating that. So who am I? Why are you here? Why are you listening to this nonsense? My name is Ails, aka Ailwolf, gentleman streamer, or at least I like to think so. I am a retro-focused streamer, though I do some variety. I do some modern games, as you can see here. The other fun thing about myself is I do have a corgi who is not showing up on camera. Let me see if I can get him there. Churro. So at the very least, you can probably see his butt. Hold on a second. Of course, I turned off the camera because I'm a fool like that. Does that work? There he is. So that's Churro right there. He's my corgi boy of 7. He is essentially my co-pilot in this crazy stream. The other thing about myself is that I like to talk about beers. And today we are enjoying a delicious Peachy Blinders, which is a hazy IPA. So if you're a fan of hazy IPAs, not like their evil counterpart, conventional IPAs, which are bitter, I highly suggest you try this one. Let's see, yeah, I played the first 4 Dragon Quest games before, but my first time playing this remake. Nice. I hope you're enjoying it thus far. I haven't watched Bleach yet. It's on my ever-growing watch list. Either way, it's gorgeous. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comment. I highly recommend you watch Bleach, but certainly find a filler guide and avoid those episodes. I don't know why I always forget his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, you're aware of that. He has a... I don't want to make assumptions here, but he definitely has a Japanese name, and for whatever reason, I am just bad at his name in particular, even though for all intents and purposes, he is my guy. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. Follows are anonymous, of course. Feel free to lurk, introduce yourself, or etc. Beer. I'm glad that we have another beer enthusiast. But yeah, let me suggest everyone that coming in from the raid, I completely understand if you have to go, if you have to raid and fade. Tanner, of course, streaming is hard work. We're not just talking on camera here, we're pouring our hearts out. So if you have to take a bio break, eat some food, step away from the screen, please free to do so. That goes as well for any viewers that popped in. Thank you so much for coming in with the raid. And with that, let me stop gabbing. I gab too much. Let's go back to Elden Ring. Okay, so let's see, I still gotta go back and watch the old Bleach anime, but I did read all of the manga and have watched all of the 1000-Year Blood War anime so far. See, so now I actually have to watch the the 1000-Year Blood War. That is something that I haven't actually done, and it's a very silly reason why. It's because it's on Hulu, and I know that there's other ways to watch it, but I just haven't. I have a Crunchyroll subscription, and I'm just like, well, I have this entire backlog here. Why should I get a Hulu subscription just for this? I'm kind of waiting for it to be released in full, so maybe I can like try and watch it all at once with like a free trial or something like that. Not enough gabbing. Don't listen to Spectrum, but also listen to Spectrum. He's excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and touch the summoning sign. Bleach watch party. That sounds delightful. That sounds great. Perhaps, maybe I need to get those Blu-rays. Everyone, please go out there and get the physical media that you love before it goes away. Let's get into this fight. Let's get in it. Let's make it happen, Captain. Okay, I'm gonna get my boys this time. Cheer on the boys. And we're facing Margot, the Fellowman. Wow, right up the... Get him. Oh, and of course I whiffed it. I whiffed it. Ouch. Nice. Yeah, so I think it only works twice before it stops working. Whoa. Ouch. There's a path to these. It doesn't work anymore, yeah. Ouch. Well, we got him down to a third. That's progress right there. I think that's progress. I hope that's progress. Okay. Well, so now we know exactly that the amulet only takes him down twice. So that's proven science at this point. After that, we can stop spamming it, which is probably hindering our momentum anyways. Let's see. Yeah, it's really great so far, but binging it all when it comes is probably a good idea. Yeah, that is my master plan right now. My official stance. Let's see. Okay, I gotta go do some stuff around the house, but I'll be lurking around these parts. Have a great stream. Thank you so much once again for the generous raid, Tanner. Have a great rest of your Friday if we don't touch base. And sorry, I'm staring at my controller while I'm talking. That is rude. That is rude. Have an excellent, great rest of your day. Thank you so much for popping in. Okay, and so we got her. I'm wondering how much, if we start doing some lightning stuff, is Margit actually resistant to lightning? Because he does have lightning powers. He's like a Pikachu, isn't he? Let's see. Morgott weakness. So particularly vulnerable to status ailment like frostbite, hemorrhage, and scarlet rot. Weak to spacing. Left leg. Margit shackle, of course. So we might slash damage, curb swords. Strong versus holy. So I'm almost thinking that it might be a good idea not to have my halberd with me. Maybe I just need to change weapons here. So let's do that. The only other good weapon that I have in stock, unfortunately, is my longsword. In terms of like having leveled it up. Longswords, greatsword. And at the very least, this will give us the ability to have a different set of greaves on. The Godric soldier ones. Which is not a bad trade-off, all things considered. On NPR. You know what? Let's actually see if we can call an extra person, an extra human being. This might actually backfire because I won't be able to summon my boys. But you never know. Let's give it a minute or so. In the meantime, all my love to long ago. Oh, and I realized that I turned off the churro cam. Where is he? There he goes. Sort of. Sorry about that, folks. The thing that people tune into the stream for, I turned off. So I'm going to say that nobody's showing up. Let's just go and do it. Let's do it. Come on, whatever. Hey, stop that, you. Why did... I always do that extra slash for no reason. He just eats away at that. Okay, so first things first, don't call regular people because they're not a coming. And second of all, do better. Okay. Yeah, I might, if I lose one too many times here, let's see how much time we have technically on the clock. Next ad break is in about 30 minutes. If I lose too many fights, what I might just end up doing is I might find ways to like level up this current sword. Maybe maybe give it a different a bleed status. No, bleed weapons are like slashing weapons, right? I don't know. Find a different way to cheese this guy. But let's go in there. Let's summon Angbal. Nice. Kick his butt, everyone. Oof. Now. Move away, move away. Ooh. Wow, he's a ninja. Ooh, nice. Wait, what? It is all this. Oh my god, he turned Super Saiyan. What? Why would I know that that was gonna... Okay. What? Sorry. Sorry. Burst of emotion. Rhythm emotion. I apologize for that. This is a quiet stream. It's a cozy stream. That was good though. That was fun. I think we have a good rhythm with Angval on our side. I'm wondering if I should switch to the Scarlet Dog though. I might try that for a couple of rounds and see what's up. Okay, so Molina is now a cooperator. Let's do it. Let's all not be in the same spot, thank you. Nice, I think. Get him now. Get another one of these. Get him now. Ooh, beautiful. Move, move, move. Oof. Why can't I? Ugh, tree. Ouch. Oh, he's doing it. Move, move. Totally ate that. Ooh, that is some ridiculous. Uh-oh. Ouch. Ooh. Super tree. Jeez. Ouch. Nice. Wolf's kiss. That's two bosses in one stream. Lordy lord, I'm about to make a name for myself here. Said one gambit. Good times, good times. I think it was just maybe the Scarlet Rot dog just added that extra level of oomph that I kind of needed for that fight. And Melina definitely did some great job tanking, so that was actually quite good. I can't believe that actually happened. I am definitely not shaking as bad as I was doing in that last fight, but I am definitely like feeling it. Whew, good times. Let's find a safe place to level up because I don't want to waste these 90,000 runes. That is solid. And I don't feel safe going through that door. Is that like yet another boss? Is that the idea? Maybe we go up. Crazy. I can't believe I defeated Morgoth. Let's take it slowly though. What is this? No strong foe ahead. Thank goodness for that. Behold, you don't have to write. Let there be a Lord. Touch the wall of thorns. Honestly, I don't want to try anything before I level up. So let me actually teleport to a site of grace. It's quite hot in here. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I can't teleport, can I? Why do you do this to me, game? You know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to oh, he's still here.
Tarnished. Not but a fool. The Erd Tree wards off all who deign approach. We are all forsaken.
Ah, poor lad. He meant well. He really wanted to
Claim the title of
continue the
Elder
bloodline.
Lord. Thy deeds shall be met with failure, just as I.
Is he out for the count now? I guess he is. So let me, alright, I can't change my mixed physics, can I? I guess there's only one way to go and that's forward. I still can't teleport, huh? Okay. So be it. This might be a fool's errand. Feel free to let me know if this is a fool's errand, by the way. Impenetrable thorns refuse all. None may enter the Earth Tree. So that is actually the final destination, I'm assuming. That's why we can't go through. Oh, Site of Grace, finally. Thank goodness for that. Now, let's level up. Oh, Melina.
Hello again, old friend. Allow me a moment to converse with you.
Let's
You
chat.
are unable to enter the Erd Tree. No?
Mm-hmm.
Prevented by the mantle of barbs. The thorns are impenetrable, a husk of the tree's being that spurns all that exists without. The only way to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord is to pass the thorns.
Makes
My
sense.
purpose serves to aid in that very act. So I'd like you to undertake a new journey with me to the Flame of Ruin, far above the clouds, upon the snowy mountain tops of the giants. Then I can set the Erd Tree aflame and guide you down the path to becoming Elden Lord.
Ooh, we got a medallion. Okay. So we have a new location. Yeah, let's
Shall I
level up.
turn your runes to strength?
Please.
Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me.
We haven't
Your thoughts,
gone through this
your
in...
ambitions,
I'm sorry that I keep
principles
interrupting.
you would follow.
Thank you so much, Melina. Couldn't have done this without you. Okay, so in terms of vigor, we need to increase that at some point. We've got our strength pretty high. Faith is pretty high. Arcane stays. Faith stays where it is. No, sorry. Intelligence and arcane stay where they are. Dexterity, don't really need much more dexterity than that. And then endurance is where it needs to be. Mind should go... Actually, what does mind do again? Determines FP and also affects focus. And then HP, fire resistance, and immunity. I might actually go ahead and throw down a couple of points on vigor. That might make a bit of sense here. Yeah, so let's do that. And runes held. Okay. So let's confirm that. And then let's see. What else? I still have one. No, well, I could level up some more. Let me actually go ahead and initiate one more level up. $10,000 opens the grand lift of Rolled. Gotcha. So that is basically what allows us to go to the hilltops of the giants. Very cool. So 10,000. I guess we might as well just use these. 6,000. And then one more. Not that one. Okay, so 30,000. I think that is enough. 36,000. Clearly didn't do my math correctly on that one. 5,000, 3,800. Use selected number. Let's use 2. Okay, so that is enough. Let's go ahead and rest and level up. So we got 2 more points of vigor, which is great. Got some more resists. Strength or faith would be safer choices. Strength probably more than faith. We don't need any more endurance or dexterity, intelligence, or arcane. We could use more mind to raise our magic points. Let's actually do that this time around. So we got a bit more magic. Cool. Okay. I'd like to see where exactly we need to go next. The rolled route. Ooh, okay. So it's not that far away. Let's try and see how much we can make it from here. I should change my equipment back to my halberd. The halberd of strength. Dragon claw shield, nice. Where is that thing? I always misplace it in the worst of times. So we're under heavy load. We want to make sure that we are under light load. Exile Greaves is what makes that magic happen. Slowly restores HP. Okay. I think we're solid. Metal Gear Solid, that is. But that was a good fight, I think. That was solid. Okay, and there's that enemy that sits at the Queen's bedchamber. No need to pick a fight with them. Let's actually go back to Bach the Seamster. It seems like that's closest to that entrance over there. West Capital Rampart. Yeah, let's go over here. Getting back to Lanedale.
Bok the Seamster, at your service, master. Ready to make adjustments to your garments.
No, thanks.
Going so...
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, so that is the general direction of where we need to go. Hey, what are you doing here? I can't imagine that we have to go through those crates. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. Maybe we need to go back to the periphery of this place. It was done in self-defense, by the way. We might need to go all the way back outside. Maybe that's the thing here. Oh, we're going down. Capital outskirts. You know, to tell you the truth, I had under no circumstance thought that I would be beating either of these bosses today, and so my thought, I never prepared to like what to do next. Not that I actually put too much preparation into these streams, but I kind of just have like a couple of objectives, right? Like I thought that there was a chance that I would defeat Godfrey, a small chance. No way in heck did I think that I was beating Morgoth. So now I'm just like, well, I guess we'll just go to the lift. Let's call on Torrent. Alright, equipment. Where's my Ring of Epona? And we don't need this forever, I assume. So there must be some kind of like a mechanism or like an elevator around here. Yeah, this is nowhere near where we need to be. So maybe let's oh, I don't know. Let's go back to Bach and try to see if there's like some alternative route that we haven't explored. There is a chance. There's a chance. Now, where was I? Sorry, checking out some things before I move on here. Okay. Maybe we go this direction instead. In that direction. How about this door? Does not open from this side. I feel like there was a lot of this castle that I skipped. So maybe that's the problem. Okay. Let's just run. Run it. Hello, everyone. Hello, chat. Okay. I always like to take this thing down. It's just sitting there. It's relatively easy to do so. Oh, that thing is still coming. Hide. Hide. Is it gone? Oh no, it's still coming. Okay. Face your fear. Fear your animality. Ouch. Just wail on it. Okay. Good times. And there's a person coming up these stairs, of course. Nice. Okay. Now the question is, I can't imagine that this lift has anything to do with that. Whatever. Is there a... Oh yeah, there is a lever here. Just looking at every single lever, wondering, is this it? Okay. Let's go in here. I can't imagine that like an additional door opened after that fight. I mean... Well, maybe that's exactly what happened actually. And some folks over there. I think the first time around we kind of just went down here, right? But at the very least it seems like that is the right direction. I think we just kited this person. Is that how that played out? Get him. Oh, right. clearly the best way to win an encounter is to never actually do the encounter. Ah, I need more potion. Potion of the ocean. Ooh, nice shot. And he's almost out for the count. Oh, come on, how dare you dodge accurately that way. I wonder if he's going back to main position. Let's simply use our basic weapon here. There, it was a fair fight. So let's see if this door does anything for us. No, it's still sealed. Well, I am at a loss. I'm probably gonna have to look this up somewhere. Because it's not gonna work otherwise. And you know what? Maybe this is a good place to wrap it up right here. So, yeah, let's actually do that, and let's go back to intermission. It is basically our Cinderella time here. So it goes, I suppose. Let me turn off some of the sound here. Okay, well, that was a happening day. Thank you so much, everyone, for popping in today and enduring the pain that is watching me go through Elden Ring. I know that you know, in terms of anybody that you could be watching playing this game, I am generally at the bottom of the barrel, but I certainly appreciate your patience, and I hope you enjoyed, at the very least, some of the creative ways in which I was able to perish today. Thank you for streaming. Oh, absolutely, Spectrum. Thank you so much for being here once again. If you like this kind of nonsense, I generally stream on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays I'm doing A Link to the Past, and on Fridays I'm playing both Final Fantasy VIII and Elden Ring. However, this upcoming week will be a little bit different because I'm doing Wednesdays and Thursdays. So on Thursday I'll probably do FF8 and Elden Ring. After that, I'm actually on stream vacation. More on that next week, of course. If you want to know about my schedule, feel free to follow me on the socials, which are right there. For anybody that wants to hear absolutely ridiculous banter. Let me snooze ads. Okay, ads start in 7 minutes. With that, let me go ahead and find somebody to raid, because we do want to share the love here. Let me see who might be a good raid target for today. There's a couple of folks that might be suitable to this particular. You know what? There's somebody that I've never raided, and they are celebrating and also playing Lies of P, and that is Cherry Blossom Shinobi. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and set up a raid for her. She's an excellent streamer, very chatty. I honestly pop in there mostly to chat, regardless of whatever she's playing. She's just a delight. So let's do that. I have no idea what she's celebrating, but you know what? It would be good to say hello. And Lies of P is kind of similar to Elden Ring, so I think this makes sense. I think it makes sense. So yeah, let me go ahead and post a raid message right there for viewers, and a raid message for followers. Let me grab that myself. Thank you so much for being here, the kitty. I appreciate you. I appreciate you bringing in the banter here. But yeah, everyone have a great rest of your week. Let me find my controls here. How do we do this in a classy way? How do we do it in a classy way? Stay thirsty, L-Pack. We will see you again.
you.